Welcome back to 12 Months of Tea. Today I've got something really nice. If it's hot and sunny and you're feeling a bit overheated, this is a simple recipe. First we've got to brew a cup of tea, but a little bit different because we're using milk. So, milk in the pan, followed by some water, and wait till it comes to the boil. Cooking with tea, I'll say it, continue to say it, you actually have to brew longer and stronger because if not, you're not going to get the flavor. Now, another little tip, if you're using a tea that mentions natural ingredients like lychees, almonds and rose, why not use some of it? So I have some beautiful rose water, some blanched almonds which I've roasted, and then some lychees. While we're waiting, let's do a little bit of work. Very important to toast your almonds because then all the flavor comes out. Okay, the milk is just coming up to the boil, perfect time. Turn it off and then add your tea. There's half a liter of milk, so we need to have at least 4 times the amount of tea, which would make it about 10 or 12 grams of tea. Stir it through and you can see straight away the color starts to change. Starting to brew a beautiful cup of tea. To that we add sugar to dissolve the sugar. Then allow it to brew for 3 minutes. The reason 3 minutes is because if you go any further, it's going to be very strong. While that brews, I'll put a lid on it and do the rest. Rest of it goes into here. So into this bowl, we put lychees, most of the chopped almonds, save a few for garnish. So that goes back onto the blender and blend. I'm gonna make sure it blends really well so that all the lychee gets chopped up and you end up with lychee puree. 3 minutes have gone and now we need to strain our tea. So using a fine strainer, strain this beautiful lychee juice. This now has to be cooled and then we'll add it to this. So I've just brought it back from the fridge, nice and chilled. I've got my lychee and almond mixture here and we're just going to add this to it. It's so cold now, it's steaming. What we're going to do is blend it so that everything's combined. That's it. Now all you have to do is get a container that can go into the freezer and pour your mixture into here. This goes into the freezer. Every hour or so, just give it a little stir so that it comes up and stays soft. But you've basically made lychee, rose and almond ice cream or granite if you scrape it. So I'll come back once it's frozen and we'll serve it up. All right, so here it is, hard, like a rock. And then if you get a fork and you scrape it, you'll get little flakes of beautiful granite which will melt in your mouth and have all those flavors. If you like, you can put it with fresh fruit, put it with some lychees if you like, but I just want to simply serve it as it is. All those flavors are so good. And then just with a scoop, we can form it. You don't want to pack it down. You want it nice and light and airy because that's what a granite is. It's all light, airy and beautiful. And before it melts, we'll get it out to everybody, put some of the almonds on top and just finish it with a little bit of tea. That's it, really simple, really tasty ice cream at home using Dilmah's beautiful rose, lychee and almond tea. This is the parfait, hope you enjoy it. See you next month.